Hey friends, just a heads up. In this show, we touch on mental health and some other heavier topics. Nothing too intense, but we want you to take care of yourself and those who may be listening with you. Also, all opinions are our own and not affiliated with 21 Pilots in any way. Listen with care, and thanks for being here.
How's that? That better? That's what you like?
Yes, I do.
That's how you like me? Let's check your levels. Have a conversation in the old microphone there.
Why? What would have changed?
No, I just play with the volume and stuff.
Oh, I think it's fine. Sounds good to me.
Jeez Louise.
I just hate doing that. You know that. I hate it. It makes me feel weird.
It makes you feel weird to talk to your husband?
No, to have to be like, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. How many loaves would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's?
I'm not. You don't have to do that. I just wanted to see if you sounded too loud. You got a little excited there, a little loud.
Sorry.
Talking about Rob Lowe's peppers.
No, I was talking about Rob Lowe robbing Lowe's.
How many peppers would Peter Piper pick the pepper if Rob robbed Lowe's? Is that what you said?
No. I said, how many Lowe's would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's?
How have I not heard this before?
I don't know. Where have you been?
Is that like a famous limerick?
No. No, it's not even a limerick.
What is it?
It's a tongue twister.
Oh, okay. I've never heard the Rob Lowe robs Lowe's. Seems very current. Tongue twisters. Tongue twisters, I thought were like old timey, but this sounds like it's a recent development with the Lowe's. Yeah. Lowe's hasn't been around that long.
Rob Lowe has.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
All right. Are you ready?
So ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's do this.
Putting on a podcast.
Hey, welcome back to Clique Bait.
Hello.
I'm dancing. I was twerking to Drum Show.
Yeah.
Was that one of the ones we could twerk to? Do we remember?
Know.
Well, anyway, hey, welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you barely made it to this show. Barely made it out alive.
I did. Oh,
I was just jumping right into the content.
Right into the content. Well, number one.
Let's just stop and pause then. Welcome back, everyone, or welcome to the show. If you're brand new here, you're in for one heck of a ride. You're gonna love it.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome. All right, shall we begin?
Sure, let's do it.
Just jump right into it. Yeah, I'm very happy to see you in front of me.
Yes, I mean it wasn't that harrowing, but some absolute nincompoop ran into my car, which makes me very sad. However, the reason I'm bringing it up is because the license plate frame that I have on the back of my car, if you're not following us on socials, please do. There's a picture of it. It says, what's your ETA? 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
The first scratch on my car is literally like a centimeter below the license plate frame. So it made it out unscathed.
Did you go out there and measure?
No.
Oh. Hey, listen, maybe the person was listening to the podcast and was just so overwhelmed. That's why they rear-ended you.
Maybe I feel like they would have said something if that was the case, but
And you made a comment and said that if you don't follow us on the socials, we're going to put this out there one more time for you people. And then I'm not going to say it ever again. If you're listening and not following, or if you're following and not listening, get it together.
Well, if they're following and not listening, then they're not hearing this. So
that's fair. But the people that are listening, if you know any followers that are not listening, I don't know.
Whatever. Just do both the things.
You know what I'm trying to say. Figure it out.
Do both things.
Do all the things. Push all the buttons.
It's an immersive environment here with us.
It is. Don't you want to get mentioned on the show?
Things. I know, it's fun.
Like we're going to do later.
Anyway, for this particular case, I was at a red light. And I wasn't minding how long it was taking.
Yeah.
Because there was somebody in front of me. So there
Nice.
wasn't really anything I could do about it. So I was just kind of sitting there minding my own business, listening to 21 Pilots, I will say.
Of course, yeah.
Because that's all I
What
listen
else would
to.
you listen to?
And then this idiot just bam, right into the back of my car.
Listen, ease up on the insults. Maybe they're having a rough day. Who knows?
You got to be really dumb to hit a car that's just sitting there at a red light.
Yeah, but they're probably texting, or maybe they were like, hey, have you heard about this podcast? It's incredible. I think I'm behind the person.
That was it.
Maybe they were really excited.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're here, especially today because it's our anniversary.
It is.
Not
Happy
the show.
anniversary.
Not the
No.
show, everyone. It's our anniversary as a
Yes.
couple, husband and wife. So happy
Is that what
anniversary.
we are?
Is it?
A couple?
Yeah.
A couple of what?
So, you know,
A couple of husband and wives?
couple knuckleheads. Let's get this show over quick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
wink, wink.
Anyway, happy anniversary, 18 blissful
18
years.
wonderful years.
Yeah, we've been together longer than 21 pilots.
We have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully they can make it this long.
Thank you for making me feel so old. Are we
Anyway,
going to do
it's
something really cool for our 21st anniversary?
like me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing something for the 20th.
No, I just mean
Like
'cause it's
normal
21.
people.
People do these cool like 21st birthday bashes. Like we should do a 21st anniversary bash because
Oh,
we didn't
yeah.
know about them when we were 21. They weren't alive when we were 21. I mean,
have
they were
I-
alive, but they weren't a thing.
Oh, we'll get into that later. I have ideas. We'll have a 21 Pilots themed. Maybe we'll invite them. Hey, they're listening. Guys, come play our anniversary.
You have a few years to plan it for
Yeah.
us.
And, you know, maybe you'll be washed up or not touring or whatever. Come play our show.
All right. Well, I have a question for you that goes along with this anniversary theme here. If we were going to get married now, which 21 Pilot song would you pick to be our first dance song?
Oh, our first dance. I thought you were going to say, like, walk down the aisle too.
No.
Okay. Our first dance song, I would probably pick Next Semester.
Okay.
I don't want to be. I don't know.
Hey.
No, I don't know. That's it. Like, should it be mushy, romantic, or fun?
It doesn't have to be. It could be either one. Just
I would
wondering
say,
what you would pick.
You and I have probably kind of latched on to as like a couple song, like "Tear in My Heart." I would do that one.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking "Tear in My Heart." I was thinking like, oh, oldie station would be good, but when you're getting married, you're just starting your life, and oldie station's about like you've lived your life for a while now, and you're learning. You know what I mean? So oldie station doesn't quite work.
Yeah,
So,
this
yeah,
is
I was
this is
thinking,
some epic foreshadowing for later in the show
Why?
about the appropriateness of using certain songs for
Oh,
certain celebrations.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll get there later, but
yeah. I don't know. I think the cool new thing is to do like fun songs instead of the butterfly kisses.
yeah,
or
that
whatever.
would be super fun to do like a fast dancey song.
Yeah, maybe we should
I
do
like
center mass and we can both go twerk.
Oh,
And if anyone happens to have cardiac arrest, then all the bases are covered.
sure. I like it.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's hard to pick a 21 Pilot song because even though they sound peppy, most of the lyrics are a little dark for a
Yeah.
wedding. So
I
I
was
think "Tear in My
thinking-
Heart" would be good.
I was thinking his like little, I don't remember which session it was that he did. I think it was maybe I don't know, some iHeartRadio thing, but he did a nice like piano version of My Blood. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah,
I think that would be nice. That might be one I'd pick.
I think a good down the aisle song would be "Drag Path" because I'm being dragged,
It's not funny.
when I see the devil's eyes,
But
like the bride's
our
eyes.
good friend, what is it? Johnny Plays Keys. Is that who it is?
Yeah, yeah,
He does the most amazing versions of these songs.
yeah. You got to check those out.
And it's really sad, but like his garbage one is really good. But I'm like, that would not be.
Not appropriate
not
for a
the
wedding,
best.
probably. I mean, you never know.
I feel
Maybe
like garbage.
you
All right.
do feel like garbage getting married. You know.
All right.
Tying
Moving
the
on.
ball and chain. I wanted to mention something on a personal note, if I may. I finally started therapy for myself.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. I've been talking a big game about men's mental health and taking care of your mental health in general. Just, saying things like it's just as important as your regular health, which I don't take very good care of either. But
No, you
I'm
don't.
sticking to my word now, guys. I'm doing it. And why is this relevant? Well, I brought up 21 Pilots, of course, in my first session.
Did you?
Yeah.
You've not shared any of this with me, and I'm not going to press you.
So I think it might be a recurring theme. But I learned something and I just wanted to share with everyone that I guess I was diagnosed, for lack of a better term, or realizing my anxiety and issues during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And the therapist made a good point. He's like, mental health is very popular now. It's kind of lost its stigma. And he says, but along with that comes people just like diagnosing themselves and saying, oh,
Right.
that person's this or that person's that.
Absolutely.
So, my message of what I learned was just be careful out there. Go seek actual therapist help or doctor help. If your friend says, hey, you're anxious attached or you're screwed up, don't just believe what they say. Go figure it out.
Yeah.
for yourself. Yeah.
Do what feels right for you. You do you.
I'm not bragging that much. I've only had one session. I have one actually scheduled today as you hear this. So that will be number 2. And I plan to keep doing it as long as we can keep paying for it. I'll do it. Because I think there's a lot to unpack, as they say. So it's going to be a long road. But I'm excited.
Well, congratulations, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
A hard step to take.
Yeah, and like I said, I had to get 21 Pilots out there right away because I'm sure there's going to be some mentions and things and whatever. So
I like it.
there you go.
Did your therapist know who 21 Pilots was?
Oh yeah, as soon as I mentioned,
Really?
I said I've been listening to some music. He was kind of asking me why I'm here, and I said, I listen to a lot of music that has to do with mental health. I figured I started realizing my own issues since COVID, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, may I ask what music? And I said, oh yeah, 21 Pilots. Big smile, big nod came from him. So he gets it.
All right. He gets my nod of approval. Most of the time when I tell people that I'm into 21 Pilots, that they're my favorite band, they're like, oh, I don't know them. I'm like, yes, you do. And then I have to tell them like the songs. And they're like, oh, okay. But you can tell they don't really. So.
Well, it seemed like not only did he know the band, but he also knows the connection to mental health and therapy. So good on him.
Maybe he watches the Therapist Reacts guy.
Well, maybe.
Maybe that'd be cool.
All right, next.
All right. Not anywhere related to what you just said. Jack White. I'm going to guess it's music.
Yeah.
He reposted a clip of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance by 21 Pilots on Instagram. And he said a huge thank you. And he was deleting people's comments that weren't quite happy with the performance.
I love that.
Which I love.
Thanks, Jack.
So a couple of things I wanted to bring up about this. The first one is, this is the obvious, he loved it. He would not have posted it if he didn't love it.
Correct.
He obviously loved it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the fact that he was going in, and the reason I know he's deleting is because one person said, Jack White deleted my comment. I can die now or whatever. And I'm reading through them, realizing there's not a lot in there of people saying they didn't like it. And another person, recently in the top of the comments said oh, I thought it was terrible or something. And someone said, be careful, he's deleting all the comments. So it was clear that he was going through and deleting all the bad things. So the fact that he was doing that shows, his respect for them as well. He doesn't want that attached to him. Yeah. Which I think is awesome. Yeah. So, I just wanted to point that out because it's clear that he liked it, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great. I also like the kind of Jack White / White Stripes resurgence this has caused. Yeah. Like he was the halftime show at one of the Thanksgiving football games for the NFL and did a great rendition of Seven Nation Army. Not quite as good as 21 Pilots, but it was pretty good, I guess.
I was just going to say. I
guess.
I kind of like there's a little run.
Meg wasn't there, so that kind of ruined it, I guess. But, yeah. it was decent. It was doable. But I've just been seeing a lot of social media, like old posts of the White Stripes playing on Leno or whatever. And just it's good to see them relevant again.
Yeah. It's very cool. All right. I'm going to talk about something that you may or may not know exists.
No idea. When I saw this in the notes, I was like, what? I mean, of course there is, but I had no idea.
I had heard about it, but I wasn't aware that it was such a thing that somebody would, well, let me go on. Did you know there's a clicky alphabet?
No.
Well, you do now.
That's called improv. I mean, I know because you wrote it, but I said no.
So apparently there is a clicky alphabet out there. I had heard about it before, but I thought it was just some sort of passing thing. I haven't honestly really heard that much about it, just a couple of things. So yes, there's a clicky alphabet, and apparently it was fan created using some of the symbols from Tyler's tattoo that he has on his arm. And that's the one that has the weird alien writing-y looking symbol thing down his forearm.
Yeah, it kind of looks like...
It has dots and lines and circles. It makes a weird little patterny thing. Yeah.
That one. I thought you were talking about the block one that kind of looks like...
No, not the one that's supposed to be
something.
Carpe Noctem or whatever it's supposed to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Now this makes more sense.
The one that's weird...
Yeah.
Little... futuristic alien hieroglyphic looking things.
It looks like that font that Wingdings. Yeah. I just thought it said beep boop beep.
That's his beep boop tattoo now. All right, so Tyler's beep boop tattoo is what inspired this clicky alphabet. But I'm going to preface this by saying that it has not been confirmed what that tattoo is or says. People have decided that because it's 4 little symbols, it says Josh.
Okay.
Okay. So the person who created this clicky alphabet made those symbols, the J, the O, the S, and the H, and then created symbols that look similar to it to be the rest of the letters. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have also heard it, or not heard it, but seen it, that it's like different pieces of songs that, mean something. But we've never been told what it actually means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this person who created this alphabet, it's out there. If you look it up, clicky alphabet, it comes up. It's the whole, every letter.
Yeah.
Every letter has a symbol. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because the good old Facebook clique, our favorite corner of the internet.
Yeah. Emphasis on old.
No, I mean, there's quite a few young people in there.
Yeah.
But somebody got a tattoo, and I can't remember. Oh, travel was the word that they got with the clicky alphabet. And they were very excited because they had each member of their family do one of the symbols, and then they picked the word travel because that's like a big part of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which I love. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then they put it in the
Good for
clicky
you.
alphabet because they're 21 Pilots fans.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
However, how do you feel about this, knowing that we're not really sure that this is even a thing and it's fan made?
Are
Would
you
you
asking
put this
me
on your body?
because I'm the resident
You are the resident tattoo
the illustrated man?
enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, first let me begin with, how we've talked about in the past about how we're a cult, but we're not a cult?
Sure.
These are the things, guys, that make people think we're a cult. So
This
just
is why we
stop
can't have
it.
nice things.
Like, quit it, okay? Anybody could sit down and make a bunch of beep boops and say,
Well,
this
hold
is my
on.
language,
But hold on.
and make an alphabet.
My Chemical
Okay.
Romance has their own little alphabet.
You're right. I get it.
All right.
And some could argue they're a cult too, the McArmy that we talked about before.
McRimmy?
Yeah, the McRimmy coming to McDonald's near you. Anyway, like, I mean, anybody can sit down and say this symbol stands for A and this one's, so you're right. It's fan made. So no, I do not believe in getting a tattoo unless it means something to me or it means something in general that I can tag along with.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of getting tattoos that match Tyler's, I guess.
Yeah. Now, here's what I will say about that. I would never presume to take the ones that he has on his arms that he has not come out and said this is what this is, or we cannot clearly see what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he came out and said, oh, this little symbol means my family is everything to me, I might get that.
Yeah.
Because A, I really like this band, and B, I also really love my family. So it's like 2 things in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these ones that he's got, we don't know what they mean. So I feel like if it were me and I had something that was special to me and I didn't explain it to anyone, but it was my thing and I saw someone else that had it, I'd be like, I don't like that because this is my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that, and I should rephrase what I said before. Someone came up to me at a show or something and said that they have Tyler's tattoos on like their fingers. Like all of them, like all the ones from, and so I think that's kind of cool.
I think that's
like
cool. I do
different.
like that actually.
So I'm into that. And like, I have the single, black band around my arm, but those mean things like that. It means something to him.
Right.
It also means something to me. I got it because I wanted it for both. But I think getting like his tattoos in the same spots,
The same
it's a little
spots or
weird.
whatever. That's a bit weird.
Well, listen, as the illustrated man, tattoo should mean something to you before you do it. It's a big commitment. So don't just get something like I have one on my leg that I just wanted. It was the second tattoo I ever got. It's an eagle head that says USA right off the wall, flash as they call it. And I'm just like, I love my country. I'm proud to be American, but I don't want that tattoo. I don't need to tattoo it on me. And so it's kind of silly, and it will be getting covered up at some point. But like there's all the rest of my tattoos all mean something.
Sure.
To me and mean something in general. And, some people will have the same tattoos I have, especially the one I'm getting on my back. It's a very popular traditional tattoo. but they can mean something differently to people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of a made up language unless it's a very well known made up language, like the Star Wars language, for example,
or the
alphabet.
What's it called? The Middle Earth has its own thing.
Yeah, those are like well known things.
I wonder if it's Elven or something.
You know, nobody knows what this is, so it just it's obscure, and obviously someone made it up.
Yeah. Well, to the person who did it and got the tattoo with the travel and whatever, I think it's really cool that they did that because it meant something to them. So just like you said, we got tattoos that mean something to us. I was just curious on your take if you would personally ever get this alphabet not knowing that it's actually a thing.
No, only if Tyler came out and said this is the Dima alphabet or something. Then sure.
Yeah, okay.
Or if I got super into MCR and did, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it has to be an official thing.
Yeah.
And it's not. Right. So that's why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Just curious. All right. Our friend on Twitter, Rebel Red Trees, is at it yet again. So if you remember, this is the pencil guy. This is the all points east guy that found out all the things around it relate to 21 Pilots. Well, he has found a video from 2016. It was an emotional roadshow highlight video that has parts of Drag Path in it.
No way.
Yes. Yes way.
Yeah. I'm just saying no way to be funny because I believe it. After you going through those letters and seeing lyrics from The Craving of all things in it, I believe it.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel though? Because there's some people that are not so happy about this. How do you feel about them recycling some of their music for Breach?
I love it.
You love it.
Going on record saying I love it. That's not me being a 21 Pilots glazer who owns a podcast about 21 Pilots. I think it's very creative. I think it's a cool Easter egg. I wish more bands would do it. I think it's awesome.
I think it's really cool because I feel like Breach is like we're turning a corner kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like using things that you wrote years ago that you now have matured into and are maybe enjoying again almost. I think it's really cool.
Well, what do you mean exactly by recycled? Are you talking like the Entertain My Faith or using
No.
something that was on the computer
Like
from 14 years ago?
Yes.
Like
I'm talking about
downstairs.
That. Like downstairs or Drag Path. They obviously had that piece written. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't have any problem with that.
Some people are calling it like lazy. Like, oh, well, they're just using stuff they've already used and making it a song. But I don't see it that way.
No,
I see
no
it
way.
as they took something they've made and they made it better and evolved and it's almost like that perfect. We keep talking about how Tyler says things are cyclical, right? It's that perfect circle of going back to where you started, going back to your roots and getting back into it, but like with this newfound energy.
Yeah, and there's
I
no
like
way.
it. I think it's really cool they've done it.
Right. There's no way it would have been that good back then. So it's not lazy. Like it had to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the original Star Wars prequel couldn't come out back then because the content was written, but the effects weren't there.
Yeah, sure.
The content and the lyrics might have been there, but the way it sounds wasn't there back then. So it's not cheating or being lazy.
Well, here's a great example. I still have my teacher in, I think it was 9th grade. My English teacher made us make a portfolio. And it was actually a really cool idea. I hated it at the time. But every assignment that we had, so like every, I guess, quarter or something, we would have like 2 or 3 big assignments. And she wanted us to choose one that we were really proud of and one that we were not proud of. And we wrote just a quick little paragraph, I guess, of why we were proud of something. And then the one that we weren't proud of, she wanted us to redo and make it better so we were proud of it, right? Well, I still have that portfolio of all of these pieces of mine. And a lot of them are poetry that I wrote back then. And I like to go back and look at it because I've had so many more life experiences that I feel like if I could go in and redo those poems and add more to it and add more language and more, like I said, just metaphors for experiences I've been through that I wasn't going through back then.
Yeah.
It's just a way to like make yourself better.
Can I
have
ask
something
you
that you're proud of, but you can always improve upon it.
Yeah. Can I ask you back in 9th grade? That was a while ago. Was
Thanks.
this like hammer and chisel
So
or how did
funny.
you transcribe? Never mind. Sorry. I guess that didn't. No? I wish everyone could see the face you're giving me.
Holy airball, as the kids would say.
No, I disagree. I think that was right on time, man.
Boo.
No, that's cool. I agree. I think I wish more music would do that. Because I think there's valuable thoughts from there. And just because it didn't make the cut for a record or whatever doesn't mean you can't unearth it at a different time when it means even more.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. We're jumping all over the place here with these topics.
I don't think we are.
We are.
That's fine. This is the In the News session where we just kind of wax poetic and freestyle, man.
Well, I just would like to share that our lovely elves that live on shelves.
Yeah.
They brought us 21 Pilots Christmas jammies this year.
Yeah, I'm wearing
You're
mine.
wearing yours.
Yeah.
So they went to the Hot Topic and they chose us some wonderful 21 Pilots Christmas jammies. And I'm really proud.
I like to think our elves live at Hot Topic in the off season because they're cool.
That would be cool. Our elves are pretty cool.
I don't think they hang at the North Pole. They're all about Hot Topic and emo.
Yeah, I like that.
Emo elves.
So now that our elves have done a few things here, they celebrated Tyler's birthday in Clancy and Bishop attire. They brought us our 21 Pilots Christmas jammies. We're kind of like a 21 Pilots Christmas house now.
Yeah, we have 2 ornaments.
We have our ornaments on the tree.
If you could see my point of view, it looks like the fires of Dima are outside through our window with the flickering candle and the red lights.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Either that or there's a necromancer peeking through the door.
Perhaps.
So, yeah, I agree.
So I want to bring up our ornaments for a minute here because one of them looks like the USB drive from...
The missing USB drive.
From...
Missing, yeah.
Level of concern.
It does, yeah.
I would just like to point out it is rubber. It is not the actual USB drive.
It was purchased on
I know many of you were commenting on the post being silly, but I just wanted to make sure that you are aware. And also, no, I'm not stupid enough to post it on a live video.
And we didn't even go to the FP,
see.
okay? We didn't even go.
We didn't
go to the FP in LA.
No, we did not. So that is not me. I do not have it. But I do have a question for you. What is on the top of your 21 Pilots Christmas list? If you could have any 21 Pilot thing, item, merchandise, whatever, what would be the top of your 21 Pilots Christmas list? What are we asking Santa Claus for?
Tyler Joseph.
No, that's not an option. You can't buy a member.
Oh, okay. Wow, put me on the spot here.
I'm sorry.
I don't really care about the vintage collectibles or whatever, like the rare vinyls and stuff like that, because my thought is if you're going to have something valuable, then sell it and use the money for practical things, I guess. So for me, I think it would be either an experience, concert tickets or whatever, or I am into the vintage like clothing. So I would wear like an old t-shirt or something from a very old show. But I think number one would have to be the ukulele brand Kala that makes the ones I have, made a 21 Pilots one that's very hard to get.
Yeah.
People sell it for a lot of money. I think I would like to have one of those.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
The top of my list is an authentic copy of Regional Best.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's my top.
That is
that's top of my list.
What's the word I'm looking for? That's a unicorn. You can't even, does it even exist?
It does.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
Like, I don't know, 4 copies in the world or something stupid like that. Anyway, all right. We had another baby shower for baby Dunn.
We sure did. They done did it again.
It was a home with the Dunns and the Ryans.
Yes.
Yes. Just like we said, remember we made a comment that, if the Ryans threw a party, they wouldn't be there. Well, sure enough, they were not.
The Dunns threw a party, yeah.
They were gone. There was confirmation, however, that Mark was there.
Where? I didn't see this. Where was this? Okay.
He is in the picture. People were trying to say that they saw Tyler's head also. I don't think so. They took angles of so it was weird. They took angles. It was a big long table down the middle of, I think Debbie said it was her sister's house or her sister-in-law's house.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember whose house it was. Somebody's house. And there was a big long table down the middle and everybody was kind of sitting there, and they took pictures from one side of it and then from the other side of it. And from one side of it, you can't really see like a clump of guys that are sitting toward the end. But then from the other side of it, you can see better, but it looks like there might be a couple people not in the picture, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think people are piecing it together and trying to say that one of those heads was Tyler. if that makes sense.
It does, I guess.
But it didn't, I don't know. It didn't really look like Tyler to me. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced. And also, why would it only be Tyler? Why would Jenna not be there?
Yeah. Do we know when this baby's due?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Still have no clue.
Listen, she looks
Soon. She's
looks
in her
close.
third trimester. So
yeah,
it's
she
in the
looks
next
close.
few months.
This is baby shower season or time.
Yeah.
Based on the trimesters. I bet within the next couple weeks we see the Joseph shower that happens.
I
There's
hope
no
so.
way that Jenna doesn't throw one for her.
Yeah.
And it's been the holidays, Thanksgiving, all that stuff. I think we just give it a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And didn't you zoom in on a picture and see that this actually happened a while ago, like beginning of November or
right.
something?
Yes.
So
You are right.
I'm thrown
I
off
remember
by that. Like,
I am too. They just posted these pictures about it. That's right.
and not only did they just post them, which is fine, and post whenever you want, but the caption said home and showered
Right.
with Dunlove or something.
Yeah. And then they have all kinds of tiny, it was so cute, tiny laundry.
Yeah.
That was adorable.
So it made it seem
Yeah,
like
this
they
is
were
weird. Yeah. Oh, so
home
confusing. What is going
and
on?
doing a shower now after the LA one, but it
Yeah.
appears that this was potentially before that. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm so confused.
This whole these families, all of them now just like to mess with us, I think.
I know. Well, I am sticking to the opinion that they don't, I just don't think they want to be in the middle of these pictures because they want to give them their moment. This is their first baby.
Well, you had all
Let
those people
them
saying
have
that
their
Tyler
moment.
like butts in. You were one of them.
I know I was.
So maybe you're right. Maybe they are, cognizantly trying to do that. Consciously trying to. I don't know. What am I saying? Was that English? Maybe they're purposely.
Consciously? Is that what you're
Sure.
trying to say?
Yeah. Maybe they're purposely trying to stay out of this picture.
I think they're just trying to give them their moment. I think if Tyler and Jenna were in it, people would be going crazy because they're taking pictures of them. You know what I mean? And this is supposed to be about them.
And now it becomes a 21 Pilots.
And now it's
thing,
a
too.
21 Pilots shower, not
And
a
it's
Josh
not-
Dunn, Debbie Ryan shower.
Right.
All right. I do want to point something out. I got a message from a listener telling me that it's funny that we called them the Ryans because they said that Ryan was not Debbie's original last name. And that I was like, wow, I had no idea. Like I had never heard this. I didn't know that her last name was not Ryan. But because I was going to bring it up on the show, I always do my research first. And while the person told me that Pop was her original last name, it's actually not true. It was her mother's maiden name. So Ryan is her last name. And I just wanted to make sure that they knew I didn't forget about them, that they told me that. So I appreciate that. And I'm not going to call them out because it's not fun when you get told you were wrong.
Yeah. And listen, if your last name's Pop and you're Debbie Pop and you're going to be a movie person,
Totally.
I wouldn't change that.
That'd be awesome.
Debbie
Although
Pop
it's
is a
bit
rad
weird.
name.
It's a bit weird. But
I think it's awesome.
anyway, yeah. So Pop was her mother's maiden name. So her,
Okay.
her last name is Ryan.
All right.
Oh yeah. You already brought that up. Okay.
What did I bring up? Oh, yes. I see what you're saying.
All right. This is yours. I didn't put this in here.
Yeah,
so-
I wanted to. It's 'tis the season. We're in the Christmas season officially.
Sure.
I think you posted the video with Christmas Saves the Year. I wanted to just quickly revisit Jingle Balls
Jingle Balls.
from last year. What a treat it was to hear they were on the bill because it's
It
usually
was
some
really cool.
crappy like TikTok people.
Like
and
this
then,
year.
Well, this year has Ed Sheeran, which I
Oh,
guess people are geeking about. But
No, thanks.
they usually have like one big name and 21 Pilots at the time because Tate McRae hadn't fully exploded yet.
Right.
They were the big name.
Who else
I
was
think.
there though? I thought there was other big. Wasn't Benson Boone there?
Yeah, he's not big.
He is now.
Yeah,
he was there,
everybody
and
is
then
now.
Teddy Swims was there, and
What's her name? Madison? No,
no,
Madison Beer, wasn't she there?
no, it was Gracie Abrams
Gracie Abrams was in New York
in
only.
the New York one.
Yeah, and then Tate McRae.
But it
But
was
anyway.
Kesha. I'm trying to remember who were the.
Megan Trainor.
Megan Trainor.
Yeah, Kesha. Oh, the guy that does the Shabuzi. Is that his name? Shabuzi.
the guy that does the Shabuzi.
Is his name Shabuzi?
I don't know. Sorry.
I think his name's Shabuzi.
Sure.
And he does that pour me up a shot of whiskey.
Yeah. That
Drinking
guy was
song.
there. Yeah.
Is it doing the Shabuzi or is his
I
name
have
Shabuzi?
no idea.
Anyway, he was there. Anyway.
Oh, and who was the person that was dating Tate McRae?
Oh, the Kid Leroy.
The Kid Leroy.
What a stupid name.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry to all these people. If you're a big The Kid Leroy fan, sorry.
We apologize.
But anyway, 21 Pilots was, to me, the big name. we went to both shows, and the one in New York was not so great. Like, you were sad, and unfortunately that was the one that was like put on Disney Plus or something. It was on TV, and you were sad because, you know, he jumps off the piano and holds the microphone out for overcompensating. It's just like crickets, kind of like.
Not really. People were doing it, just not anything like an actual show.
Yeah, people
Not
didn't
even
really
close.
come alive until Tear My Heart came on. But then what I really wanted to talk about was the Boston show, because that Jingle Ball's coming up this coming weekend, and it made me think that how special was that moment, man.
It was so cool.
I was just thinking about that today when he stopped the show basically, and, you know,
Yeah.
said, "Hey Josh, get a phone."
I'll post that
It's so good. Like,
this weekend as a reminder that it happened.
Yeah, he just went into full Christmas songs. He said he was doing it for Rosie, which maybe it was. I don't know, but it was just a really cool moment. The fans, there were way more Clickies in Boston than there were in New York.
Yeah.
And people were like freaking out thinking it's going to be Christmas Saves the Year. But then he just went in and played like Jingle Bells and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And it was just a really cool, special
fun.
moment that I think really showcases his talent, like just off the top of his head, perfectly in pitch, playing the piano to it. It was incredible.
Yeah. Super
and then
great.
just jumped right into
And we were
Heathens
special.
afterwards.
We were special. Nobody else got it. We did.
And nobody might ever get it again.
Nobody might ever get
So,
it again.
I just wanted
And they
to chat
were
about
never
that
heard
since
from
we're
again. Yeah, it was
gotta be
very
out there on
special
YouTube somewhere.
that every time that I think about the fact that we almost weren't there, my heart falls out of my stomach
yeah.
because I could have missed that and I would have died.
Yeah.
So I'm so very glad that we were able to make it. Yeah, it was really special. I love that he called us the Real Garden.
Dang right.
Yeah.
He knows what's up.
We know what it's about, man.
Well,
Boston,
and listen-
Boston loves them, man.
The two Clancy shows there were incredible. So I
Yeah,
think that
they love them.
I agree that he feels some type of way about Boston.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. This is your segment, but am I the only one that?
Oh
I'm the
no,
only
I
one
put
that
some stuff.
in it. No, you
I put some
didn't.
stuff at the bottom. Yeah. Listener
you
feedback. Well, let's tell people what it is.
All right.
It's the listener feedback / you made it all official and it says listener interactions.
I wasn't sure what it
Voila.
was called, so I said interactions. Sorry.
Yeah, I put in number C, so that's me.
Okay. All right. Well, I would like to talk about a message I got from Catherine on Instagram. She said she takes us with her in the car and when she's doing household tasks. And sometimes she'll giggle and her family looks at her like she's funny. Like, what is going on with you?
Like, why are you giggling?
So I love that. I love this kind of story. Like, I love that we're making people laugh. I love that we get to go along with you while you do your boring, mundane tasks. And we make them more fun for you. And I love that you tell us.
Hey, real quick, I saw this funny video on TikTok that was a guy vacuuming and the live performance of Downstairs that's on YouTube from the private show
Sure.
was on his TV, and he's just sitting there like holding the vacuum and like zoning out. And the caption was like, when you're trying to do housework, but your song comes on. And he's just like,
I did a post just like that.
no, I can't do this. Maybe it was your post. I always,
No, it was drum show. I was vacuuming and drum show came on and I had to take a dance break.
yeah, it happens, man.
All right. I would also like to shout out all the people who tagged us in their Spotify Wrapped. We were on Spotify Wrapped. How cool are we?
That's awesome.
I think it's amazing. So let's see. I put their names down, I think. Jackson, Ethan, our friend Marper, that we would talk about quite often.
Yep.
I think there were some others, and if I miss you, I'm really sorry. I looked through all my stuff again, but some of them were stories, and then I can't go back and find them. So I am very sorry if I missed your name, but thank you. That meant a lot. It was super cool to see. Really appreciate that you were letting us know that we were on your Spotify Wrapped. So it was so cool.
Yeah. Speaking of the Spotify click, I got some comments from our regulars that I wanted to share.
Okay.
One of them addressed what you just said, like your listener, Catherine, giggling. I don't think we intended for this to be a comedic podcast.
Podcast. There it goes again.
What is that? What's a podcast?
I don't think I want to know.
We should start one of those. It's all about going to the bathroom.
That sounds
The podcast.
terrible.
What is wrong? Why did I say that?
I have no idea.
Anyway. And I can't recover now.
It's actually
Anyway.
really cute for like a podcast of like moms with toddlers or something.
The
A
podcast.
or like potty training children.
Oh, boy.
All right, moving on.
Anyway, I don't think we intended to be a comedy podcast, not a calm podcast.
No.
But someone commented and said the humor is spot on. They love it.
Oh,
So,
well, great.
I mean,
it's just us.
Yeah, most of the time we're just doing corny jokes that require the rim shot button.
Yeah.
But they say we're humorous, so that's good. Our friend Reina let us know that she is indeed from Mexico because we said probably somewhere Spanish based on how her Thanksgiving sounded, which was like Dia de las Gracias or something like that.
Hola, Reina.
Yeah, hola, Reina. And she said that other countries know English because English is easy to learn. I beg to differ. We have like 6 different theirs.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So,
but I do see what she's saying.
Yeah, I think if you know a foreign language, then picking up English is quite easy. She gave us some great points about what she feels Dima is and how it's a dull, monotonous kind of cement structure. And and then she followed that up with, says, I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense, but that's what I think. And that's what I say every day. Yeah. I'll finish like this soliloquy and say, that doesn't make sense. But maybe it does. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Marper and I agree that it makes perfect sense. Our friend Eva said that loves the deep dive and put more sploosh. She would like to see more sploosh. More splooshing. You're anti-sploosh.
Less sploosh.
She wants more sploosh. Again, talked about our deep dive a little bit and said, she also said she's dying without merch. She really needs
our merch?
Yeah, like our merch. Man. Like don't twerk and CPR at the same time. Like all the twerking merch.
Okay, all the twerking merch.
To have. And said, keep it up. Great episode. And she was so happy to see the episode come out every Thursday, except for that one time when it came out on Wednesday. Marper said she really loves I had to look this up. It says RHCHP Man. That's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I said man. I just said the drummer. Like I don't know his name is Chad Smith, but the man.
Said that was his favorite. He said that was his favorite performance.
She's very upset that the elephant didn't have a 21 Pilots
I know,
name.
right? Me too.
What a shame, she says. She said Stranger Things is really epic. And she really loves it. No spoilers, of course, but we should watch it.
Yes, we need to.
And she says, yeah, they speak Czech over there. And she doesn't use a translator. She's just very good at English. Thank you very much.
You're very good at English. I would have had no idea.
And then the last one we got from Annabelle, who's a new listener and finally caught up and said, thanks so much for this podcast. Really love you guys. Almost caught up with episodes, and I'm so sad because now I'll have to wait for the new ones.
Oh, I know. I hate it when that happens, when you catch up with a show and you're like, ah.
And she says she can totally relate to the part when trying to explain 21 Pilots lore to family members and you just get the blank stare. So
you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so thanks, Annabelle. You even said thanks for the shout out, so you got another one.
You got another Annabelle.
I will. These 4 or 5 people that talk to me every week on Spotify, it's like the highlight of my week, opening it up and seeing what you guys say. So keep it up and we'll keep shouting you out.
Yeah.
So if getting shout outs on a tiny little podcast is your thing, keep it up.
This is your place. This is your home, man. Yeah. You found it.
So thank you.
All right. One of my favorite segments of the show, TOP fans doing amazing things. You know what? I forgot. That's what I wanted to put on here. Are we saying this wrong?
TOP?
Yeah.
Well, that one weirdo said we are.
Okay, now hold on. This is what I'm going to say. So was that in between the last 2 episodes that the person said we sounded like we were AI?
I don't remember, but we didn't talk about it, so it doesn't matter.
Somebody asked if we are AI. Well, we are not AI.
We are not even regular intelligence. We are definitely not artificial.
We are not even average intelligence.
Yeah,
we're not. We are not AI. We are humans. Actual humans.
You can tell by how many times I clear my throat on this thing.
I know, right?
Like, what kind of AI would do that?
Well, I mean, I guess you could tell ChatGPT, like, clear your throat every 5 seconds.
Yeah. It's not every 5. Come on. Jeez. Wow, don't voice shame me.
Anyway, fine, sorry. And then they said that the way that we say TOP is weird. And I'm like, how else would you say TOP?
Are we supposed to be saying T empty set P?
Well, hold on a minute. So today, someone posted, and I actually want to say it's Rubber Red Trees. They asked how you apparently say it, and they said, does it rhyme, or is it the opposite of bottom? So top. Is it T like a t-shirt, O, P, or 21 Pilots, or something else? 76% of people said top.
Top?
Yeah.
No. I disagree.
Right? I've never heard anyone say top instead of TOP. Are we saying it wrong?
I don't even really hear people say T.O.P. They just say it. 21 Pilots. I don't see.
It's just such a mouthful.
It is, but like top, that has so many different meanings. I don't think I would go down that road.
Well, yeah. People
You know
took
what I
it
mean?
down
Like,
that road. But
I'm sure they did, but
all
like
right.
that just doesn't.
I'm going to continue saying T.O.P. fans doing amazing things because 21 Pilots fans doing amazing things is very hard to say.
I'm going to say T empty set P.
T empty set P. Okay.
How's that?
How about our favorite band's fans doing
There you go.
the only band in the world's fans doing amazing things.
This podcast's namesake fans doing
Yes.
great things.
So this week I am going to highlight, it is at Who John Quaid. He is on Instagram. I believe he's also on TikTok in that same name, but I didn't check that and I'm sorry. But he's at least on Instagram at Who John Quaid. He's been around. He had some like little not shows, I'm going to pop-ups, I guess, at the Reach Tour. But he makes these really amazing 3D printed objects. And I've never seen any so intricate and like lifelike before. I actually had to zoom in a couple of times to make sure they really were 3D printed. Because I thought that's what they had said, but I wasn't so sure because they looked way too intricate. But he makes these. He has an Etsy store. And he has what he's calling a trading post. And he makes all these like Neds and he sits them around a fire and does this just really cool stuff. And you can go and bring like pins or stickers and trade them for some of his stuff that he's made. Okay.
So he makes like T empty set P, like dioramas, like little scenes.
Objects.
Okay, but he like puts them in a little scene.
Yeah, he like makes them a scene.
Oh, cool.
But the really cool thing that I wanted to highlight about this is that he had a pop-up this last weekend in Columbus at Big Fun Toys.
Oh, very cool.
It was outside. He had this like huge trash dragon that he made and like all the Neds like sitting around and just like all kinds of different 3D printed, a big gym out there. And it was just really cool.
Wow, what a great time for a pop-up during the Ohio State game. Jeez. He probably got tons of business.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure he did.
Traffic. That's cool.
Somebody said that they went and was able to trade a couple things with him because it was a trading post. So he's
I love that.
I don't know if he actually sells them or if you have to trade. I don't know. But yeah, so he makes this trading post. It's really, really cool. So if you want to check it out, go to his page. He's got pictures from the weekend. I think Big Fun also put a couple of pictures out of it, but it was really cool. I wish we could have gone.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known ahead of time, but
I have a funny story real quick about 3D printing. A friend at work came up and said, hey, I bought somebody for the Secret Santa. I bought them. What's that 21 Pilots dog or whatever? And I'm like, Jim? And they're like, no, it's like it's like a little thing like an alien or a dog. And I'm like, Ned? Like, hello?
Alien or a dog?
And I pick up my 3D printed Ned and I'm like, you mean this guy? And he's like, yeah, that guy. I'm like, it's Ned. Okay. Get it right.
They bought him a Ned? How do you buy him a Ned?
They bought
Who
it.
would want a Ned?
Somebody on, well, we can talk about that offline, but somebody on Etsy makes like a crocheted Ned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Cute. Adorable.
it's not for me, unfortunately. I wish it was. But
Oh, that would have been cool. All right. It's time.
What is it time for?
I don't know. You tell me.
Is it time to get wet?
I guess.
What do we say? What's our call to action?
I don't
Jumpsuit, cover me.
know. No, it's wetsuit.
Wetsuit, cover me. Let's get wet, people.
All right.
For the song deep dive.
Yes, it's my turn. I feel like I never do these anymore.
Well, you do
I
every
know.
other week.
Just
No,
seems
it's you're like every
2 weeks. So
yeah.
it seems like it's a really long time.
Well, at least the people get 2 weeks in a row of you because you're much more eloquent than me. So.
That's not true.
All right.
It's not true.
Carry on.
All right. Well, this week I am going to do Cottonwood. And I'll tell you why when I'm done with this whole thing, but why I chose to do Cottonwood this week. But before I do that, I need to put out a little disclaimer. I feel like I have to do this every time I talk now.
Yeah, you're like disclaimer person.
I am, just because I don't want to be that person that's like, I wish you would have told me. So this song and its themes can be kind of difficult for some people. I also want to preface that I read on a subreddit that so we do know that the song is about Tyler's grandfather. He said it.
Yes.
But I read on a subreddit that he may have taken his own life. I cannot confirm that, however. The person who posted it said that they were, in quotes, very good friends with the family and made it sound like they very much missed this person as if they were very well known to them, if that makes sense. but I haven't seen it anywhere else. This was the only place I saw somebody say this particular thing. Okay. So I'm going to be covering it from the original angle in which I heard it.
And was this supposed to be recent that he supposedly took his own life?
Yes. So they did say, I can confirm it was due to the S word, but that was all they would say. They didn't say anything else. It has not been able to be confirmed in obituaries or from anyone in the family. So I am not going to say that that is fact.
I feel like they usually don't put that in obituaries, but so you wouldn't get it there. But I also feel like, why would someone make that up? That's kind of really
I don't know
crappy and morbid to make up. So.
I don't know why someone would make it up unless they just wanted to feel like they were special and part of the family or something. Because some people have some really, unhinged ways of being. If this is true and you are the person that wrote that on Reddit, please don't take this the wrong way. I just
do we know which grandfather this was?
Yes, and I'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
I can't confirm it, so I don't want to perpetuate this rumor if it's not true.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to give you the facts. I told you I would. That this is what I heard in this one place, but I have not been able to confirm it anywhere else.
If anyone out there is listening and does know, let us know.
Let us know if you happen to know for a fact, not that it's a rumor.
We would like to squash the rumors.
Sure. Yes. So before we begin, Tyler, like I said, stated that this song was written in memory of his grandfather, Robert Fuzzy Stryker, so his mom's dad, who passed away sometime in 2024. He said that he had stark white hair that reminds him of the fuzzy stuff that falls from the cottonwood trees. And it is the 9th song on the album, coming between Center Mass and One Way. All right.
Yeah, that blew a hole in my theory, so never mind.
Oh, what did you think?
Well, I was going to say if it was his dad's dad, then it would make sense, the S word angle, because he just sung about my dad just lost his mom. Maybe he, because of a broken heart, took his life.
So
whatever, but
dad's dad already passed. Remember,
okay,
he's the one
that's
from
right.
Vessel. He passed from Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All
right. So here we go. We get verse 1. Says, can't believe you're gone for good. Someone chopped you down. Thought you'd just fall in the woods, but she heard that sound. I don't remember. Last we spoke. He continues to say, I don't remember. So this verse kind of touches on the fact that this might have been an unexpected and a tragic death. Before I heard the rumors of the possibility that he had taken his own life, I read this as a person who had maybe given up on life or just kind of resigned themselves to the fact that they don't have much time left. Or maybe they're just done fighting. Maybe they had like a disease, cancer or something like that, right? And they're just done. They don't want to keep fighting anymore. They just don't have the will to live any longer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He says you thought you'd just fall. And it's that, that philosophical question, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what he's talking about here. Like you thought you would just fall, but she did hear it. Like you thought your death was just going to be death, but it wasn't just death. It did have an impact.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole tree thing is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it have an impact if you can't hear it? If it doesn't, if it doesn't touch you, right? When he says she heard that sound, it could be the grandmother. It could be his mom, right?
Yeah.
It could be both of them. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's Jenna. We don't know. Maybe it's somebody close to him that's her, or all of them. So just that statement he makes is saying it did affect them, even though you thought it wouldn't. Okay. He says he doesn't remember the last time they spoke, and it's just reiterating that he wasn't expecting it. He doesn't remember the last thing they said because he wasn't feeling like he needed to remember it.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like there's always going to be that next time. So you don't pay attention. And that's just like a line to me that always makes me want to like end everything I say to somebody like on a positive note. Because you never know.
Yeah, or like write it down or something. Like
write down.
You have so many conversations throughout the day.
Yeah, like I would just hate to have like, been angry with my mom and just like walked out on her, and then the next thing I know, she's no longer there, and like that was the last thing we said to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's also that thing, like I just said, you don't pay attention to those things because you never think that's the last thing you're going to hear.
Yeah.
So it's just like keep those people close and like just remember that, Yeah. So we get into the chorus. I look back in time through a telescope. I've been catching my reflection already looking. I love the telescope. He could have said so many other things. He could have just said, I look back in time. But he chose telescope because, like, what is a telescope? Telescopes help you see the stars, right? That's what a telescope's for.
Yes.
To look at the stars.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know why I was thinking kaleidoscope for a minute. I'm like, that's not what they are used for at all.
Scope, sure.
But yeah. They're to help you see things far away.
They help you see things that are super far away, right? And like I said with the stars, there's this rumor that if you look at a star, the star that you are looking at is already dead because it takes so long for its light to hit us because it's so far away.
Yeah.
That is it's not, scientifically proven. There are, some cases when that could be, but the ones that we can see with our naked eye are most likely still alive. But anyway, the point is that the things that you're looking at through that telescope have happened long time ago because they're so far away that it takes that long for the light to reflect back to our eyes. Does that make sense? Like the way that the speed of light, I'm not going to do this whole scientific thing here, but so the fact that he's saying he's looking back in time through a telescope is he's looking really far back at things that have already happened. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he says he's looking back at his younger self, like basically already anticipating this loss and grief that he sees. When he says his reflection already looking, he means he's looking at himself, realizing he's already looking for this grief and loss that's going to happen. Okay. He also might like kind of see some of the same sadness and grief that his grandfather faced in himself. I think it's a part of the reflection that he's talking about there. And the message here is, to me, is to live in that moment and stop waiting for those bad things to happen. Or when you look back on them, all you're going to see is the sadness you were waiting for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, too much sense. Yeah.
Verse 2, he says, most are blown down in a storm, but the wind was tame. You weren't waiting anymore. Were you sad or brave? I don't condemn you. Back and forth. I don't condemn you. So he says most are blown down in a storm. I think he means most people go down with a fight. Most people don't just sit there. There's always a storm. There's a rumble going on before somebody decides, like, that's it. Okay?
Okay.
But when he says the wind was tame, I think he's meaning there wasn't much turmoil around this one.
Yeah, okay.
The wind was tame for his grandfather.
Yeah.
I think this is another nod to the idea that he had just given up. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll save my thoughts for later.
Okay. Tyler says, were you sad or brave? Was it just his sadness and grief of his life being over that finally took him? Or was he brave in saying that he had a good life and it's his time? Because there's always that that thing that people like to say when a elder person passes away, they really led a great life. It was their time to go and they're okay with it because they did all these wonderful things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So was he just in so much grief and sadness that he passed? Or was he no, I'm being brave. I'm being happy that my life did all of these things.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What do you think condemn means in this context? Because I looked up the definition, and the first definition says express complete disapproval of, typically in public. Right. And the second one, though, since this song is about death, essentially, says sentence someone to a particular punishment, especially death. Do you think he's saying I'm not sentencing you to death? Or is he saying I'm not publicly upset with you because of this?
I think it's the second one. I think he doesn't condemn him because he doesn't blame him for his choice.
So I think that'd be the first one.
Well, you just said it twice and you said that the last time. So I thought.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's not blaming him for the choice that he made.
Yeah. He's not showing disapproval. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And if, like I was saying, if this truly is about losing him by his own hand, I think this might be the strongest piece to point towards that. This is the strongest piece of evidence in the song that might say that that was the case. But knowing what I know of Tyler, I don't truly think he would tell others that he understood a choice like that.
Yeah, and that's where I said I would save my thoughts for later, but now I think it's a good time, so hopefully I don't derail you.
No, go ahead.
I think that there's a couple different ways you can end your life.
Yes.
There's by the S word and by kind of force, whatever that may be. But there's also, I have stage 4 cancer and I choose not to do chemo. I choose not to fight. So
Absolutely.
maybe that's the case here, is that he made a choice like, I'm old, I have nothing left. I'm going to choose to end my life peacefully. So not necessarily taking his life, but just not fighting for it anymore.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was alluding to in the fact that he just has lost that fight. He doesn't want to fight anymore. That the wind's tame. There's not a storm. We're not fighting.
Yeah. And I feel
like you said, is he sad or brave? Is he saying, oh gosh, I'm so sad that I'm just going to die, that I'm just going to end up just, wasting away? Or are you being brave and saying, I don't want to fight anymore. I've had a good life.
Yeah. I don't want to put people through
okay to just go.
Having to take care of me or whatever. Yeah.
Right. And again, like he said, you thought your death would just be peaceful and you'd slip away, but it wasn't to people around you.
And I feel like Tyler, being the spiritual person that he is, can accept that version of
yes, I think he could.
Life,
I think he could be okay with that. But I don't think that he would be okay telling people, oh, I wouldn't blame you for this choice if it was to take your own life, based on the things that he's already said about that. I don't think he would write a song glorifying that. I don't think he would say, I don't blame you for doing that, because I feel like his whole MO here has been there is other things to do.
That's why I think both versions of what we're talking about right now are technically, by definition, taking your life. But one is kind of just giving up and letting the process happen. And one is, like I said, doing it by force, like physically ending your life on your own terms right now.
Right.
That's the one I agree. I don't think he would write about, or
I don't think he would say that I don't condemn you for that.
Right. But I think the other one, being spiritual, I think he would, because that's a very spiritual decision to make. That I'd rather go home to be with the Lord than fight this fight anymore.
Sure. That last line, you tore me up more than you know, that's a hits in the feels, I think, for a lot of people.
More than I know.
Yeah. I think it's just another way of him saying, like, you thought everything was going to be fine, but it really did have an effect on us and people, that still have to be alive without you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think the beauty of this song is that it touches on loss for so many people in so many different ways. I was reading other people's comments, like on the, posts that people put up about Cottonwood, and I lost my grandmother, I lost my mother. Some people related it to losing their favorite pet. It's just loss in general. I think people have felt loss in some way. So it's just that another way that everybody can just feel something from one song. You can all feel something different.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you put that in there, because when this particular song came out, I was like, and when he explained it at the listening party, I was like, well, I didn't really know my grandparents. They're all gone. I don't know how this song's not going to mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at loss as a general thing, you lose a lot of things. You lose trust. You lose, people have taken things from you throughout the course of your life, whether it be your trust in them or whatever, you know what I mean? And so that last line, you tore me up more than you know, speaks to so many things in my life and people that have come across my life that have taken something from me that really screwed me up.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yes, I do.
Personally. So I think that, like you said, that's the beauty of their songs, is it can mean something to everyone if you really look for it.
Yeah. Well, as I always do, I like to share my personal takeaway, especially if it's not exactly in line with what I believe Tyler was trying to say. So I just want to take a moment to share with you what I feel when I hear this song and what it kind of means to me. And I believe it can also relate to difficult decisions we have to make, and how it's so important to own those decisions and to not keep looking back and allowing those mistakes to drive the new choices that we make, and allowing that fear and those bad things that happened to keep happening, or to try to stop us from doing new things. Don't look back on those telescopes and seeing all those bad mistakes that you made and allow that worry of this is going to happen again to ruin what you're doing now, to ruin that new experiences that are coming forward. You know what I mean? So like you were
Yes.
saying, like loss of trust and whatever. I am so very lucky. I've only lost one really important family member to me, and it hurts. And he still hurts every day that he's not in my life anymore. But I'm feeling it more of those like bad choices that I've made. And when I look back on them and I start making decisions based on like, oh gosh, this thing's going to happen again. I can't do this. I'm going to miss out on a lot of really cool experiences and like really good things in my life if I keep doing that. So that's kind of how I was taking it, is more like our decisions that we make and what they do to other people and how they affect us. But we can't keep living like that. We have to live in the now. Not in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Thanks. All right. Now we're going to get into the reason why I chose to do this song this week.
Yeah.
And it's because of Tyler's birthday.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure you will all know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I say this. Someone made a very lovely edit for his birthday. It was beautiful. It brought me to tears. I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
But they chose to use this song as the song for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it struck me as odd because this song is a sad song.
Yeah.
It's a very sad song. People talk constantly about how it makes them cry. So I just thought it was very strange that we would choose to use it as a look back on someone's life as a happy moment, as a birthday.
Someone's life that's still very much
That's
young
still
and going
alive
on.
and gung-ho and
Very much
doing
alive,
well.
yeah.
I feel like it's not a celebratory song.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose to do it. I wanted to kind of explain to me what this song meant so that when I see those things and I'm looking at them like, what? Maybe people will understand. Oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't use that song for that.
Yeah.
I get the I look back in time through a telescope thing. But when you really look at what that means and what he's saying by that, it's not a good thing.
No. Yeah. And I think I don't want to say, listen, I like the person that posted this.
Very much.
I
It
don't
was
want to say
beautiful.
that
It was
it's
a very
like,
well done.
yeah.
I loved it.
I don't want to say that it's like offensive to what Tyler meant, but like, I think it's offensive too. If he meant this to be a mourning type, grieving type song, it should not be used for a happy occasion. Like, I should really do some more research before I open my mouth here, but I think that, like, I Hope You Had the Time of Your Life by Green Day is used at like graduation all the time.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what that is supposed to mean, but graduation is celebratory, but it's also a time that you're moving on from a chapter of your life and on to the next. So it makes sense in that particular context. But what does that song actually mean? Does it make sense? Should it be used there? It's become like the graduation song.
I mean, I guess
for everyone, you know?
Yes. To me, it is a very sad song. And I feel like graduation should be a happy time. And I think
it's both.
This
like
isn't,
it's
again,
both.
this isn't a Green Day podcast, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But I feel like with that song, it's more of like you're at a point in your life where you need to go one way or the other. And that really is what graduation is. You're going one way or the other. But to me, it was more like again, looking back on your things that you've done. Let's try to be better.
I think there's one verse in this song, Cottonwood, that applies to a birthday or a graduation in the way like the Green Days does. And it's I look back in time through a telescope. I know that's not what he means, but if you're going to do a montage about a birthday going through the years, that's it. The rest of it,
the only part,
does not apply and should not be used. I'm just going to go on record saying it's inappropriate. It shouldn't be used.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah.
It totally shifts the vibe and the mood from a sentimental look back to you tore me up for good and all those other words that are in this. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
So,
I will say there was a video I've seen that I think did it very well. And it was of I'm trying to remember how it started though. It was a trans fan made it, and it was about how they looked back on the time they spent not being them.
Well, I
and
get
how
that,
they wish that they had just lived it and been themselves because they're so much happier now. And I think that fits perfectly because you're like, yes, I looked back in time of myself being so sad and I'm losing all this wonderful stuff because I'm so worried about these bad things that could happen when I could have just been living happily.
Yeah, listen, we just said that you can apply their music to
Sure.
a lot of situations, but I think there's some that you really can't. Like it's a stretch,
like Legend. What do you can't?
Yeah, it's a stretch, So I think that whatever they did, what they did.
They did what they did, but I just felt it was important for those of you that maybe didn't truly think about what this song means. Maybe this will help you.
Yeah, and listen, if you want to use it for a graduation or a birthday, go nuts. But I really think that Tyler,
for her to be super down afterwards.
Yeah, I just really think that Tyler meant something different here.
Yeah,
especially after you broke it down so well for us.
Yeah,
I agree that
All
it's
right.
probably better suited for other things.
Yes.
All right. That was good.
So good.
Great job.
Very good.
Always so good. This is the best podcast on the airwaves, I think.
I don't know. I haven't heard every podcast, so I can't.
I listen to a lot of
Quite
podcasts and like Joe Rogan, us, top notch.
Right.
I don't even know what the number one podcast is anymore, but we're better. Okay.
Okay.
You just can't put all your faith in rankings and, all that stuff. Just, you got to feel it. And this feels right. This feels good.
It feels good.
It feels expertly done. Great talent. Just really good stuff, as usual.
I just hiccuped into the microphone. Sorry.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
As soon
it's
as you
that
said
raw,
great talent.
It's that raw, real things that you're not going to get out of a professional broadcast.
No.
But you'll get it here.
Mm-hmm. We're real.
We are not
we are
AI.
not AI.
We're not AI.
Remember, we are not AI.
But we are Clique Bait. And so are you.
Stay alive, friends.
AI. Whatever. You know what that deserves? That's what that deserves.
It does.
Show.